Good morning, everyone. It is 7:28 right now, and time to visit with the Iowa Arts and talk about something that you might not have heard about that you can really give some assistance to.
Well, hopefully you have heard about this, but maybe just have heard that the funding isn't there like it used to be. Something I'm very passionate about is keeping arts education alive in our state and across the country. And there is a wonderful organization, the Iowa Alliance for Arts Education, that is trying to do just that. We're very excited to have Michael Keener joining us, a volunteer with this organization. Your dad, who basically is running this alliance.
He's the executive director for the Iowa Alliance. He's been doing it for a couple of years now.
Okay, so let's remind everybody, what is the alliance all about?
The Iowa Alliance for Arts Education is it's an umbrella organization that works with all the different educational and arts organizations in the state. What they try and do and what they do is advocate for arts education within Iowa schools. We hear a lot about STEM education, and they're big proponents of moving from STEM to STEAM. You know, have arts be a vital part of kind of the whole child education. Now, as a part of that, not only do they advocate for curriculum in the schools, but it's also providing a network of support for arts teachers. I grew up in a small town in Iowa. I think you did too, in western Iowa. So let's say you are a middle school art teacher or a high school speech teacher in Red Oak or somewhere in the northeast corner of the state. A lot of times you don't have the support and the resources around you to help you educate the kids in your community. Because a lot of, like in any profession, where do you learn the most? It's from mentors, people who have done it before. So what the Iowa Alliance does is create a mentorship program where newer teachers throughout the state have the opportunity to be paired with a more veteran or a retired teacher, so that, hey, when I need to bounce ideas off of somebody, they're there. Or if I have something come up I've never seen before, I can call somebody who maybe knows what to do in that situation. It's a really great program that provides support for teachers, which then provides support for the kids in Iowa.
A lot of times it's strategies of how do I keep my program alive. We were talking, Michael, I grew up in small town Iowa where when the school was going through financial trouble, the first thing that was cut was an arts program. It wasn't the sports, it wasn't anything like that. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I highly am a big proponent of sports as well, but it's sad when you see the arts being cut first. So a lot of times you need those mentorships to say, how can I keep this program alive? Yeah,
that's right. Ideas, whether it be, bake sales, ways to raise money to buy new instruments, buy new uniforms, buy, gas for the bus to go to a speech competition. You're exactly right.
Some of the basics.
Right. It's really, the blocking and tackling.
And what have you seen with the Alliance? Why is it so important to keep arts in a part of our education for our kids?
Well, it's important because you see the role it can play in kids' lives in terms of giving them a more well-rounded education, one, but giving them opportunities that they might not otherwise get. Like I said, maybe football and sports and basketball, whatever it maybe, isn't for everybody. And for some kid, in Hampton, where I grew up, if music is their thing or art is their thing, it's important that they have that avenue to really, express themselves and to be able to, use their abilities to the best that they can.
Explore that arena to see what
because you don't know
what they're talented at.
Right, you may not know. So it's important that they have. It's all about providing opportunity and education.
Yeah, for me here recently, it's just teaching kids how to communicate, which seems to be a rising issue as we're all becoming more attached to our devices. Let's talk about funding for this, because usually there would be state or federal funding that would help out arts education, but that has dwindled in the past few years.
Right, like funding for all education, the funding for this program has dwindled a bit. However, the legislature did provide an appropriation to fund the organization and to fund the mentorship program that I talked about. So they fund up to $25,000, but we have to match that. So in order to get the full funding, we have to raise $25,000 to get the extra $25,000 in order to keep this program going throughout the state and to keep the support for teachers and the kids.
And that's what you need to do. We need to get to that level, so we have 50 to start with.
That's right, and that'll fund the program for the next year.
Okay, so let's talk about ways, as we were talking about ways of raising money and awareness. You guys are doing that as well, coming up in October.
Yes, very excited. On October 8th, John Lloyd Young, who was the Tony winner for Jersey Boys, Grammy winner for Jersey Boys, he was in the movie directed by Clint Eastwood. He was on the President's Council for the Arts under the Obama administration. He will be coming to Des Moines one night only, doing a show at Noche. He travels, he travels the country, travels the world, doing shows like this. I've gone and seen him other places, and it's the exact same show that you would see in Las Vegas or New York.
It is.
And it's right here in Des Moines. 1908 Noche Jazz Club. Tickets are available at iowaalliance4artsed.org. That's the number 4. Or if you just go to Brown Paper Tickets, type in John Lloyd Young, Des Moines and Noche will pop up. He's been a great supporter of this program since he learned about it, and we're excited to have him back. And it's a great way for us not only to bring a great artist to Des Moines for us all to see, but promote the organization and raise those much needed dollars.
And it sounds like the money that is raised for ticket sales is really going to go right to the fund.
Goes directly to the organization. Mr. Young has donated the entire concert.
The entire thing? He's flying in from LA to do this?
He's flying in from LA next week to do this. Every single dollar that you pay for a ticket goes directly to the organization.
That's amazing.
An incredible performance, but know that you're helping out arts education at the same time. We just want to remind everybody, really simple, brownpapertickets.com is a simple way to go. But if you want to learn more about the Iowa Alliance for Arts Education, Iowa Alliance, the number 4, artsed.org is where you need to go. So we appreciate the state for everything they're doing up to a certain point. We need to do the rest to make sure our kids are getting that full education of being allowed arts as well.
That's right.
What is your passion? Obviously, your dad has a big role in this, but you want to step up as not only an event sponsor, but as a volunteer to make sure this does flourish and survive. What is your passion?
Right. Well, I grew up, like I said before, in small town Hampton, and we were the size where everybody did everything. Right? If you wanted a football team, everybody had to go out. If you wanted a band, everybody had to go out.
Right.
And we had great teachers. We had great arts teachers. I'm biased. My dad was my music teacher, but we did. And so I recognized the value that having a well-rounded education gave you. And it's something at the time you don't recognize until you move on. Then you go to college, and it's like, oh, now I understand. You have a more well-rounded view of the world. And music has always been something that has been a big part of my life growing up, and now even now into adulthood. And now that I have a child of my own, being able to, I mean, she's young, but being able to explore with her and introduce her to different things is something I think is really great.
But the important thing is we have to keep the arts alive.
That's right.
And this is the way we're going to do it this time around. And it's less than 2 weeks away now.
Less than 2 weeks away, October 8th, 7 o'clock. There are opportunities for tickets. There's a meet and greet afterwards if you want to do that. Yeah, if you want to meet John Lloyd Young. There are sponsorship opportunities, and like I said, every single dollar goes directly to the organization.
Love it. Okay.
Deal.
Iowa Alliance, number 4, artsed.org. Learn more about this amazing organization, or just go to brownpapertickets.com, and it'll take you right there, so you could be a part of this one night only opportunity to see an incredible concert and give back to an incredible cause. Thank you so much for joining us today.
All right. It is.